everyone, how are you doing? Well, I thought today I'd do a little story different than on National Women's Day month, because I want to talk about something that I was going to talk about because I love, if you've been around long enough, you know I like the planets, the stars, the sky, the clouds, the sun, the moon, the solar system. And what is happening on, I think it's April 8th? We're going to have the eclipse. If you go back in my videos, I think it was 2017, 2018, I don't remember when. If any of you watched Miss Phyllis Stokes, and you go to her channel, you will see where they were living. They had total, what's it called? Totality? Polly, is that right? Yeah. Total totality. We didn't. And my son and I made this thing out of cardboard box. When there's an eclipse, you shouldn't look at the sun. You go blind, not even through a camera or a telescope unless you have a filter. So we knew we couldn't look at it. So we made this thing. I have to look up unless anyone comes across that. So it was 2017 or 2018. I don't know. I must put Eclipse or something. But anyhow, she did a great video where they sat outside, her and Mr. Bucky, her husband. They both passed away, sadly. May they rest in peace. Wonderful channel. Watch it. I think her son does it. I've never watched this when her son did it, but if he kept up her old videos, I loved her channel. Nice lady, nice man. But anyhow, she videotaped the whole thing, which I'd like to, but I'm having a problem with my phone. It keeps saying there's no storage. So I go through this thing, apps, and then you press clean cache, C-A-C-H-E, I don't know what it is, but anyhow, it works for a few minutes, so I don't know, but I really want to do it because where we live, we will have total totality, which means it will be total darkness. We didn't have it before, we just had the whatever happens, I forgot, the earth and the sun pass over each other, but we didn't have it all the way. So they show a path, which I took a screenshot. I'll try to make that the front picture. So when my video comes on, well, you have to probably go back because you're hearing it now. So when after you've watched this or whatever, go back, and when my video comes on, press stop, pause, whatever you do right away, and then see it, and you'll see the path of totality. And all the states. It's all the way from Texas all the way up past New York. I know I saw Pennsylvania very little, but our state is almost the whole state. I think New York City's going to have it. What a mess I'll be having with all those people. But what is happening now? A lot of states are declaring a state of emergency for that day, which of course the prepper channels just eat up. Not talking bad about them, but you know, through the years that the world went sideways, I used to watch those prepper channels. I got sucked in. And, they were like scaring people. There would be no, I don't know what we could say on here, but they scared people. So I watched it, got scared like a lot of other people, and, what they said didn't happen. And I'm sure a lot of people bought a lot of food that got outdated or God knows what, or whoever recalled probably. But anyhow, so now they're grabbing onto this thing here. Oh, state of emergency on day of the eclipse. And they're telling people, and it was on our news too. It says, make sure ahead of that day, you fill up your gas tank. You make sure you got bottled water. You make sure you got food. Don't make a doctor's appointment that day. So when you hear this on a channel who adds more, they put emphasis on it, you're going to think, oh my gosh. Calm down if you live in a state or you're going to travel. The reason they're saying this is because if you've ever watched the New Year's Eve in New York City, it's going to be that probably times 10, right? I personally do not like to be in crowds. I never have. I went to New York City when I was little, maybe 7, 8, and all that I remember was our car was tipped over as we were sitting at a red light. I don't know, were we in Harlem or a bad area of New York City? And that was long ago, but I have no desire to go back there. Plus, when I watch New Year's Eve, there's so many people. I just don't like to be where I can't get out. Just like the fireworks, the 4th of July. I love the fireworks, but I cannot stand, it takes hours. Like when we go watch the fireworks, it's, I don't know, less than 5 minutes to get there. But because of the traffic, it takes a while to get in. But getting out, even if you leave before the finale, because other people probably feel the same way, or they're just people that, don't want to, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. But anyhow, I don't like to feel trapped in traffic. Like, it takes less than 5 minutes, well, to get to the fireplace place, right? But then to get in, there's traffic. But to get out, so of course, I would always make sure we have gas in our car, because if you only have a little gas, you could run out of gas there because you wait and wait and wait. Nowadays, I definitely would not want to be in a crowd, because most people in this world have totally lost their minds. So I'm not feeling very easy about people traveling from other states here. I hope they won't be like, hanging out on my street and all, but there's nothing you can do. I would like to find the video. I could probably look it up, how to make, it's something you do with a box. It's really cool. You should, if I find it, I'll link it somewhere in the comments. Probably not here. But I'll link it at some point. And you can see it's really cool how we were able to look at the eclipse without looking at it. But we didn't have total totality. Like I say, if you look up Phyllis Stokes' channel, you'll see she showed how it got dark, and then they say the birds will start acting weird, and if you have any animals and all that. And I don't know, I heard something say about something shifting. I'm not too crazy about that, because what's going to shift, and are we going to feel it? Anything to do with shifting or moving reminds me of nausea, and I just hope that was just something someone said to scare people. But anyhow, I'm thinking probably, I don't know, I would assume they would close the schools and maybe doctors' offices, because we are in the path of total totality, which is darkness. The whole, I forgot, it's not that long. I forgot where it's the longest. I looked up the map, but where we are, I think it's going to be a little over 3 minutes of darkness. It's going to be cool, and I'm so disappointed with my phone, because I have erased everything. I even put a new memory card in I had, and I thought that will fix it, but no, there's a difference between memory and storage. I don't know much about this kind of stuff, but I figured out. And I have stuff on my phone, which I don't have a computer. If I had a computer, I could transfer it to the computer and then either leave it there or put it on. I don't know if they still call it a jump drive. Jump, J-U-M-P, not junk. But I can't, because of the stuff on my phone, which is pictures of my son, me, both of us, whatever. I don't want to delete it, and there's nowhere to put it. And if you just watch a video or try to do a video, it gets all clogged. So, and that's not the reason why I'm not vlogging. It's not the reason why I haven't vlogged for a while. I may be able to talk about one day, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. It's not here or there. You may have noticed I will be putting our GoFundMe in the comments of the videos. We really could use your help. I'll just leave it at that. But anyhow, if you don't want to help, please don't leave any mean comments. If you can help, it's just really very much needed. So anyhow, back to the totality. So, like I said, I can't imagine, because around the time when we will have it is around the time the school buses are here. And I can't imagine how they'll get the kids home. So, let's see if I'm right or wrong, right? And as far as seeing, like, the people that will just see the eclipse part, the little part like we saw, I guess if there are clouds, you can't see it. I remember when we had it in that year, we had no clouds, a beautiful blue sky. For some reason, I thought it was later in the summer, like it was in the summer, but excuse me, I don't know if that was a burp or what. But anyhow, so if you want to write down, are you living in an area where it will be total totality? And I don't know if I'm using the same word twice, but anyhow, so the reason they're saying that is because, let's just say you don't care about the solar system or whatever, and you decided to make a cake, or you remembered you had to make a cake for something, so you go and you have no eggs, and you thought, oh, you'll just rush to the store and get them, or you're calling Instacart. I don't think there'll be Instacart that day for sure. But you can't just run anywhere that day, or so they say. It'll be interesting. I will report later, after that day at some point. Was it really? Well, I won't know. On our street, that's all I can report. Well, it'll be on the news, so I'll be able to, I guess I'll watch the news. I don't like to watch news, but I'll watch it for that day to see how many people were here. So if it is, as they're reporting, it'll be like New York City. And if you've ever gone to New York City, I can't imagine how long all those people to get to where, I'm sure some people just drive up. I mean, I can't imagine driving up, being there. I mean, I can stay up all night. I'm a night owl, but still, to be in the crowd of all the people, to get to your car, if you can even remember where you parked it, and then to drive home. I'm sure all their hotels are all filled up. It's still, even walking to your hotel with all the people, and I don't know. I just personally don't like to feel like I'm trapped somewhere. So that is not to scare anyone. It's just common sense, because I don't know. I always try to make sure I have, especially in the winter, over half a tank of gas, because my father always said that. And with my car, I always, since the year 2020, I have filled my gas tank up very few times, because because of my car. But anyhow, just a little extra, as I always do. So if you would like to mark down, you don't have to say where you are. If you want to say, like the state, that'd be interesting. If you're going to have totality. So I'm very interested, very excited, because the next time in our area, I think it's either 100 or 125 years. Well, I shouldn't say area. The next eclipse, I think they said. I didn't look it up, so don't take my word. Look it up yourself. But anyhow, this is really, my son and I are really, really excited. We'll probably try to, I really don't remember what we did with that box, and then you put a paper on, and then there's a pinhole. I don't know what we did, but you can find the video. If I find it, like I say, I'll link it. It's really cool to watch. In fact, I have some pictures, if they're on this memory card or not. I know I didn't delete it, but it might have been on the old memory card. They were cool pictures. I'm sure I showed them. I'll put up on my community page at some point from the other eclipse where we didn't have totality. So, like I said, watch Phyllis Stokes one. They went totally dark. It was really cool. So I'm looking forward to it, and I will make sure there's gas in my car and we have what we need. Because, I don't know, they're expecting people, maybe people will stay in the areas, where we live. We have all kinds of historic places. A lot of people come here. We have a lot of things here that are very interesting, so maybe they'll make a trip of it. So there'll be a lot of traffic perhaps that usually isn't here. But it'll be interesting to see if they close doctors' offices and schools, because like I say, the school buses would be coming home at that time. And I would think they would, of course, public schools lose federal money when the kids aren't in school, so I'm not sure, how that will work. But wouldn't you want the kids watching it? Because if they're on the bus, anyhow, how are people going to drive? It's going to get, I don't remember how dark it got. I don't think it was total dark, but it got pretty, probably, it's more than when the sun sets, then it goes to dusk. I don't know. I don't remember how it was. I remember they were talking. I can't remember if you could see them or it was totally dark. I think it is. Doesn't matter. I hope somehow I could take a video to show you guys. If not, just to have it for ourselves. So if you want to comment, if you're in the path of totality, if you're going to watch it, if you're somewhere where you can see it, or if you're going to travel somewhere to see it. People travel from all over to see it. But it's totally a path, like I say, I don't know if I said from Texas, going in a diagonal. Is it diagonal? It's almost like kitty corner direction. From Texas to, I think it's up in New York City. It might be up in New Hampshire. I don't know. The map I have, you'll see, like I say. So after you watch this video, go back to the beginning, the thumbnail. It's real quick. I snapped. Sorry. Real quick, it goes away. But if you know now, go back, press stop, or whatever you do. Like on my phone, I would press pause. Then I touch the phone so the excuse me, the arrows would be off and then I could see. So it's very interesting to me. I'm really excited. It's like the highlight of my life. But let me know if you're interested in that, or if you're going to travel, or you're having it, or you've ever seen it. So for now, just one day off. I already have another video I made to put up for Women's Day. But for now, I thought I'd put this one up because I just heard a lot on the news and everywhere, and on YouTube, these people are trying to scare people, and don't get scared. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. Maybe we've been all told wrong things in the last 4 years, so who knows what's what. But I've watched other YouTubers when they had the totality, and we had the partial, or whatever you called, and hopefully I can find it. And if any of you find it, please link it in the comments so I could watch it. But anyhow, for now, comment anything if you want on this subject. I would really love if you commented, because I love the solar system, anything to do with the sky, the space, all that. So for now, don't forget Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, be kind to people. You don't know what they're going through. Pay it forward if you can. Be the reason someone smiles today. And for now, thank you for watching, and hugs to all of you. Bye.